$95 million. That's what Colt Emerson just got, without playing a single MLB game. No highlights, no big league pressure, nothing. And yet, the Seattle Mariners just made one of the boldest bets in baseball history. So the question is, are they seeing the future, or making a massive mistake? Because this isn't the first time a team has taken this risk, and it hasn't always ended well. This isn't new. It's just getting bigger. Over the past few years, teams have quietly started betting early, paying prospects before they prove anything. Names like Jackson Chourio, Eloy Jimenez, and Evan White all got paid before their first real test. And the results? Mixed. Some became stars. Others never lived up to it. That's what makes this trend so dangerous. High reward, but even higher risk. Because when teams get this wrong, they don't just lose money, they lose time. And that's exactly why this latest deal feels different, bigger, and way more controversial. This is where things get uncomfortable. Because Colt Emerson didn't just get paid. He reset the market. $95 million guaranteed. Up to $130 million with bonuses. That's more than Jackson Chourio got. And here's the catch. Emerson hasn't played a single MLB game. Not one. He's barely touched AAA. Just a handful of games. So now the question gets louder. What exactly are the Seattle Mariners seeing that nobody else can prove yet? Because this isn't a normal bet anymore. This is a leap. And once you see the numbers behind him, the risk starts to look very different. But here where everything shifts. Because Colt Emerson isn't just another prospect. He's one of the best in baseball. Top 10 in the entire league. And the numbers back it up. A .288 average. A near .400 on-base percentage. Elite plate discipline for his age. And that's what stands out most. He doesn't chase. He controls at-bats. Adds solid defense and real upside. Now this starts to make sense. Not safe but understandable. Because players like this don't come around often. But even elite prospects have failed before, and that's where this story gets risky. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Because we've seen this go wrong badly. Take Scott Kingery. Locked into a long-term deal early. And never became what the team expected. The talent was there. The hype was real. But the results never matched. And that's the danger. Prospects aren't guarantees. They're projections. And once the pressure of a big contract hits, everything changes. Confidence, expectations, development. All of it. Because now, it's not just about growing anymore. It's about proving you were worth millions. But when teams get this right, the payoff is on another level entirely. But when this gamble works, it changes everything. Look at Jackson Chourio. Signed early, trusted early. And he delivered. Impact numbers, consistency, star-level production. Suddenly that risky contract. It looks like a steal. That's the upside teams chase. Lock in talent before the breakout. And control their prime years for less. It's not just smart. It's strategic. And that's exactly what the Seattle Mariners are betting on right now. That Emerson won't just be good. He'll be worth way more. And that leads to the real reason behind this deal, one most fans aren't seeing. This isn't really about today. It's about control. Because when the Seattle Mariners signed Colt Emerson early, they weren't just paying for talent. They were buying time. Years of control. Prime seasons. Cost certainty before chaos hits. Because once a player breaks out, the price explodes. Arbitration, free agency, bidding wars. This deal avoids all of that. Pay now, save later. Some analysts believe this could become the new blueprint across MLB. And if that's true, this contract isn't risky. It's strategic. But there's still one problem no contract can solve, and it could change everything. But here, the question nobody can answer yet. What happens if he doesn't deliver? Because Colt Emerson hasn't faced MLB pressure. No packed stadiums. No elite pitching every night. And now expectations are massive. $95 million isn't just a contract. It's pressure. Every at-bat will be judged. Every slump magnified. And if things start slow, The narrative flips fast. From future star to what went wrong. That's the risk teams can't control. Because talent can be projected. But performance, that has to be proven. And that's why this deal could define more than just one career. It could reshape how MLB takes risks forever. So what is this really? A genius move or a massive gamble? Because the Seattle Mariners didn't just invest in Colt Emerson. They bet on the future. A future no one has seen yet. If he becomes a star, this deal looks brilliant. If he does, it becomes a warning. That's the line MLB is starting to walk. Pay early, risk big, hope bigger. Because in today's game, waiting might cost more than gambling. In this contract, it's right on that edge. Because if this works, it won't just change one team, it could change how baseball builds stars forever.